Hey guys, it's Xnira. This is going to be the Meikeville census kind of overview. I'm going to just have talk about the results since I think a lot of people were curious, and I also kind of want to talk about the results. So, this is the age question, and it's a bit of a mess in that like people who formatted their answer have had their kind of results skewed, so it looks a little weird. But this kind of 17 to 24 age range is kind of what I expected. So this doesn't super surprise me. Um, but it's just good to know that like the people I think I'm moderating or the people I think I'm giving a community to like the my image of like who you guys are and like who you guys actually are, at least as far as age is, are on the same page. So that's good. Um, this question also again has a formatting mess. So I have kind of put together the data, I guess, over here and put it into a format that makes sense. So here we have age, and then over here we've got like how many people are that age, or not age, but like time in the server. So you can see like there are 10 people who have been in the server for at least longer than a year, and then there's a pretty major drop off because I think this is like maybe I don't remember what I was doing 10 months ago, but I think there was like kind of just a lull in the channel, and then I started advertising it again, which is why it picks up. But what I think is, I don't know, I thought this was interesting. It's nice. It's really nice to see that there are people who have joined more recently because I remember I was worried for a period that during this period actually where um, people were joining, but we didn't have a lot of like retention, and I was worried that like, oh God, like we're like the old guard is just inapproachable and and intimidates people, and so no one else is ever going to join us. But that's turned out not to be the case, and so we've got a bunch of people who have joined more recently, and then a lot of the old guard is still around. So that's really awesome. Um, it would have been concerning if it were really high and then just went down like this. That would not be a good sign. But instead, it's kind of like, obviously there's a big jump up here, and then there's that lull that I was worried about. But it's it's going back up, and that's great. So I'm pleased about this. Um, I can't remember if when I screen record you guys can see my mouse. Hopefully you can because I'm mostly using it to point. So this question, how often do you talk, and if you lurk, just why, was also pretty interesting. This is more like for like I guess social connections, and that a lot of people like talk. A lot of people talk sometimes. A lot of people are like, I used to talk a lot, but I've just been busy with life. I talk in like channels for I talk in specific contexts in the fake grand order, or I talk when someone asks a question about a build. But there also are a couple of responses in here about people who um, have like social anxiety and just feel nervous to talk. And to those people, I would like say like I would encourage you just to like put yourselves out there, you know, or when we do an event, which I will talk about at the end, just show up and listen or something like that. Or there are also people like who mentioned they don't want to interrupt ongoing conversations to ask questions. And to those people, I would say like, like don't worry, like just join the conversation. Um, and yeah, so I had a feeling that there would be answers like that, which is why I kind of wanted to ask this question and then just be able to address like, no, you guys are always welcome to join the conversation. It's not an interruption. We're happy to have everyone here. So, yeah, um, you lurkers, we look forward to meeting you and talking to you guys more. Uh, this question was interesting. This is more for my own curiosity. A lot of people saw links in videos, so I guess I will just try and include more links in videos. What I really should have done is I should have had an option to say, saw a link in the video and then you said to look in the description, or I saw a link in the video and I looked in the description on my own. Because sometimes I do say like check out the link in the description, and then other times I don't. And so it would have been good to see a kind of differentiation of these 32 people about which of them just looked in the description on their own, and and how many people only looked because I had mentioned it in the commentary. But I next time I'll do that. This time there were some problems with this survey, but overall it was very helpful. This is another question that should have had a more specific formatting, and also should have had a more specific prompt. But what I was looking for like how long had you been a subscriber of the channel before finding out that there was a Discord, and so like to kind of go hand in hand here. Like, I don't shout out the Discord in every video, and I don't put the link in every video, and so that was what I was trying to figure out here, but it just didn't work. So most of the answers here are kind of useless because I screwed up the framing for this question. This question is kind of just like a pat on the back for me, but yeah, I'm so glad you guys all joined. It's really awesome. A lot of people wanted to join for a Fire Emblem community. A lot of people wanted to join because they wanted to like talk to me or ask questions about Fire Emblem, about builds or something like that. So thank you guys all so much for coming. For whatever reason you joined, I hope you found more than enough reasons to stick around. I was curious. I was aware that there were a lot of people in the server who weren't subscribers. I was curious how many. So 6 of you. That's cool. This I found also interesting. What I think is really funny is that there's 6 people who aren't subscribers, but there's 5 people who don't watch my videos. So there's someone who watches my videos but isn't subscribed, which I find kind of funny. And I'm sure also some of these numbers are from people who are subscribers but just don't watch my videos, which is also cool. But you should watch them. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I was just curious about this. I kind of in some ways expected it to be more, but yeah. Things to like about the server. So overwhelmingly, the thing that people like are the people talking, people. And so really like, it's just a wonderful feeling in that like, I've made a community, but what makes a community good isn't that I've made it, but it's that you guys choose to make it great. So thank you so much for being what's good about this place. Really, really awesome. This we're not going to talk about because the things that have been expressed here are things that I'm addressing, but like I don't need to like kind of air out all that. I don't know. If you're really curious, I can like tell you in private, but I'm just not going to talk about it here because like for example, there were things about like there are too many channels, which we're working to fix with the kind of the revamp of the text channels, stuff like that. Like we need more voice chats, so I've added a couple voice chats, things like that. I might add a music bot too, text chat for that. Speaking of which, these are the things people would like to happen. And again, you can see that how my survey making skills have failed me, and that these are basically like really impractical to read. So a lot of people want emoji suggestion channel. Honestly, like this probably isn't going to happen because like I'm probably not going to make I'm not going to add a lot of emojis. Like I don't like having 50 emojis. That's just like, I'd rather have fewer of better quality that have higher usage. And so if I made an emoji suggestion channel, the likeliness of me actually adding emojis from the suggestion channel is very slim. So it seems stupid to make a suggestion channel where I'm not going to take the suggestions seriously. That's just like a waste of everyone's time. So I was curious about this, but I don't think this will probably happen. People want not safe for work, but again, this is something I think is also not going to happen because like a lot of these are kind of commentary on this one of saying like, like this is a social Discord. This is not like it's just not that kind of environment, and like you like there are other places to get fat material. What I don't need, like it doesn't need to be in this social space. So I probably not going to happen. A music bot might happen, especially if I might try and put together some like karaoke stuff. In which case a music bot would be super helpful. A Smash text channel has been made. This option here was an option if you wanted fewer text channels, which no one wants. Suggestions channel probably also not going to happen. Self-promotion channel might happen. It might be like a self-selecting, like you might be able to add add a role to get the self-promotion channel. 8 people want text channels that correspond to like activity, so there could be like super active and higher people, but I that feels very elitist, and I'm not necessarily sure if that's going to happen. Well, I'll think about that. 10 people want more mods, which is interesting in that like I think the mods that we have currently, a lot of us cover this a similar time frame, and so we'd kind of be looking for people who are in maybe different time zones. Something we're working on, and also like currently the mods like the roles of a moderator is not very laid out since when I made it, like I didn't really lay it out. So like before I even add more mods, I need to clarify like what the mod should do. So this one probably won't happen for a while. This option here was fewer mods, so no one wants fewer mods. And then 8 people want more moderation and 4 people want less moderation, which is kind of interesting in that like I should have asked a question of, like, if you said yes or no, in what way do you want more moderation? Do you want, like, more rules, or just harsher enforcement of the rules we already have? I don't know. It's, or, like, more responsive moderation in that, like, you know, things happen and things get addressed, but just not as quickly as they need to be addressed. I don't know. So I should have, this is my survey making skills not being on point. And so then to look at these, we are actually going to go to the census and look at the actual form responses, which is here, I believe. So we're going to just look at the very last thing because some person suggested a viewer rival domain, which might be interesting. Some people, let's see. Proper voice channels that encourage conversation rather than having one, which is universal. I would say actually having more voice channels doesn't encourage more conversation, because it just encourages more fragmented conversation. But I have added another voice. We used to have two, but one of which I deleted, but I've added back the second channel. So this is like the commentary on not safe for work. I don't think that the server should be not safe for work in any way. Weekly challenges. This actually seemed kind of interesting. Like, I don't know what kind of weekly challenges, but it seems kind of fun. What else do we have? There's porn on the internet. Why do I want it on my Discord servers? If you have trouble finding porn, I'm sure you can ask someone in DMs and they will gladly point you in the direction of somewhere if for some reason you cannot find any. So some people, this is someone probably who wants less moderation. It's a little too strict, yeah. So there's that. And also looking at like the population, like the age population, like again, like not safe for work stuff. Like there are some people that can, like, if we had a channel that did not safe for work stuff, it would be like a role that like you would be assigned by a mod. It wouldn't just be like a free for all where you could just hit the continue no matter what. Like that's not what we would do. More mods. Let's see. More rules involving money and the use of it. Someone wants an art channel, which I probably won't make because I don't know. Like I just go to the subreddit. Like the subreddit is just art. Emoji suggestions. What does this say? Self-promotion, so it feels less bad. Yeah, so like there's more VTubers, I think, around now than there used to be, and so there are more people who are wanting to self-promote. So I might make one, but I feel like when I'm in other Discord servers, like they have like self-promotion text channels and they have introduction text channels, but I never read them basically, and so like I'd hate to make a text channel for that and just like have it like hidden away. Like if I'm gonna have a self-promotion channel, like I'd want people to actually like I don't know. It doesn't seem very useful. Like it doesn't seem like posting your videos in a text channel where everyone else is posting their videos is actually going to get you an audience. It's not going to be effective ways of promotion. So yeah, those are the kind of the custom responses there. Events people want to see. 12 people want to see histories, which actually really surprises me because I did not think people wanted to read the histories. But I am like hoping that we can maybe read one this weekend. So like there'll be an announcement about that. Like this video was the announcement for that, but also I'll say something in announcements. Some people want to read the Shakespeare plays that we haven't read. That I can't. One of these are the ones that I just don't like, and then one of the ones that are just bad. So the ones that I think this is the ones that we haven't read yet, but are the ones that I don't like Othello or Hamlet. And then this is the ones that are just bad, like Winter's Tale. 8 people want to read the bad plays. I don't know about that. A lot of people want tabletop, or 11 people want tabletop sims. I don't think 11 people actually have tabletop sim in the server that I'm aware of, but like that's awesome to hear. 10 people want spades, which is super awesome. We could do maybe a spades tournament. 5 people want bridge, which is wonderful. And then 30 people want web browser games, which is also really awesome. I'm not sure, like, I should have asked, like, specifically which games it is, because, like that would have just been more useful for planning purposes, but, next time I'll do that. And then a bunch of people want non-Shakespeare plays. which is awesome. League, Smash. Okay, so Smash events, like people are welcome to coordinate Smash events in the server, but I don't play Smash, so I don't really know how to do that. League nights would also be fun, but we'd have to get people on the NA server and also at a time when everyone could be awake, which would be interesting. Um, Competitions. I don't play Minecraft. Uno matches. That'd be fun. Um, I'm thinking about doing a book club in the summer. I'm not sure what we're gonna read yet, but I really want to do one. One person wants to have a podcast. This has been discussed before, and karaoke is also something I want to do. And then server movie nights is something we used to do, but we haven't done it in a really long time. So these are just like the kind of the extra stuff. So let's see what's here. Um, Thanks, guys. You guys are all so nice. Uh, Dark mode. Oh, you like my rank? Thanks. I definitely have more ranked Town games coming. Feels different. Let's see. So there's this is just interesting. Another person mentions a podcast. So, yeah, like you guys are all so nice and so positive. Obviously there are things to work on, but hopefully the server continues just to get better and more responsive to what the community wants. And then the last question, and this is not the last question. This is the second to last question, but like this was like kind of for my amusement, but basically like my dog, who's the German Shepherd, who is the icon, and who used to be there used to be like an actual picture of her, but now I got like an artist rendering of her. But her name is Micah, and it's pronounced Micah, not Mika. Some people say Mika, but it's Micah. Um, but I just find this very funny. Yeah, Pokemon reference. Someone else was saying it was a JoJo reference or something else. I thought that was very funny. But German Shepherd that isn't as cool as mine. Oof. Because you like Mike and Ike's. So this is just fun for fun. And then this is also just for fun, but clearly dark mode is a superior mode here. So, yeah, dark mode people. Anyways, that was the kind of census overview. You can look forward to like this weekend, um, some Shakespeare play. I think we'll probably just start with John. Um, so, yeah. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any more feedback, like if you were one of the people who, um, if you answered that you wanted more mods or more moderation, if you could like let me know what kind of moderation, like if you wanted like just like more like quicker response to stuff that needed to be moderated, or just like just like if what you meant by that would be really awesome to hear. Um, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being a part of the server. This the year plus that the server has been in existence, which has been really awesome, and clearly like um, you guys are like what makes it great. So thank you for being what makes the server great.